So, welcome everyone for this amazing debate contest. Aisha, the MC for the day, please take the lead.
Yes. Good evening, honorable judges, respected teacher, and fellow fighters. I am Aisha and I am the MC for today's event. Be bold, be heard is the theme for this contest. I am sure at some point you must have felt that your opinion should be heard. Your suggestion should be taken seriously, isn't it? This is the right contest for you. Today's club debate contest is no less than a boxing ring. You have an opponent ready to give your jabs and blows, and you are ready to do the same thing here. But instead of a ring, we have a virtual stage, and not just one opponent, but a group of opponents. No boxing gloves, but our speech as our weapons, and no jabs or blows, but a war of words. I hereby extend a warm welcome to all of you to this boxing contest, aka a card debate contest. Are you ready? So, fellow competitors, unmute and give a loud shout.
Taha, Tahura,
We are
Arshia,
ready.
come on. Yes, are you all ready? Okay, great.
Amidst us, we also have a very diligent and special guest of our contest today who is going to decide on the winning teams. Let me welcome Tahura. Now I invite Tahura to welcome our special guest and judge for the contest, Mr. Anam Sheikh.
Dear audience, allow me to introduce our esteemed judge for the day, Ms. Taranum Sheikh, with over 15 years of teaching experience. Ms. Taranum, the founder of Active Kids, an organization dedicated to empowering young minds. She is also an accomplished author, a communication and a soft skill trainer, the host of Gen Z podcast, and as a distinguished Toastmaster, she has delivered inspiring talks, including the recent TEDx speech, where she has emphasized the power of storytelling. We are deeply honored to have you, ma'am. Please share a few words.
Sure. Thank you very much for having me. This is such a delightful time to see you all grow from the hesitant voice that you were to now bold voices. I'm sure it's a very different experience for you all. And I feel time truly flies. And especially when you're having fun and learn together, you feel like it was yesterday when you started this journey with us. And as teachers, we are more than proud to see you all evolve in this communication skills journey. All I can say, children, is just one thing: this is just the beginning. Even though you've completed the course, you have gotten the opportunity to speak at this platform, you still have lots more to learn. And that will only happen if you're willing to put all that learning to real life. Whether it is the art of negotiation that you've learned,
Okay.
persuasion, a story, or maybe speaking on the spot. All that you've gained through this course and in the real life. And this is going to affect every core aspect of your life. So communication isn't restricted to only school or outside the, in a social environment. It's everywhere. So my suggestion and my advice for you is, as you move ahead in this journey, the P in speaking is practice. So keep practicing what you've learned in every social interaction, whether it's one person or 25 people or 100 people when you're going to speak in front of. Remember all the skills that you've learned and the lessons and the feedback that you've got from this is going to shape your journey better. So, children, all I can say is we are going to miss you. Yes, and
Thank
I
you,
truly
ma'am.
say, because I know you've shared a wonderful time together, the three of you, and earlier there were four, and then with Miss Sana, there are memories and there are stories that have happened during the course of your journey. So now I want to give the floor to one of you to share what was that the golden moment, a very special moment that you will hold close to your heart? Yes. It could be your teacher, it could be any one of you. What is that special moment you still have that you'll always reflect on it, that's very special to you for some reason?
The way Sana ma'am always greet us.
Yes, Daura? Could you repeat?
The way Sana ma'am always greet us whenever we join the class, the way she welcome us.
That's so beautiful. Yes, the way she treats you, the way she makes you feel important. And that's so valuable, isn't it? Because you're going to forget the words, right? You're going to forget what people say, but you're never going to forget how they make you feel. And that's going to be everlasting. So
The way
thanks,
she
Tahura.
brings the enthusiasm in the class, the
That's
enthusiasm,
wonderful.
the fun, the joy in the class.
Right. Nice. And how are you planning to stay in touch with Miss Sana and us? This isn't a final goodbye, kids. How are you going to stay in touch with us?
If we have an opportunity, we'll try to stay in touch.
Absolutely. You have an opportunity. You're living in a connected world like today. So you can always connect with us if you need any support in your journey of speaking. If you're stuck, you want to really, you're looking forward to participating at, in your school, outside of your school, reach out to us. We would love to help you out in that, and help you showcase your true self and your true potential in the real world, because this was your training ground, right? You got trained here. Now you're going to go there and implement your learning. So stay in touch with us, reach out to us when you need help. Second, we still have lots of other programs that we are a part of. Like we have Trinity as a top selling program. You can always stay in touch with public speaking if you enroll for Trinity. So we do offer that. You can always keep learning, keep fueling yourself, keep kind of, when the engine gets stuck, you have to make sure that it moves smoothly when you oil it properly. And your oil is your practice. You stay in touch with this skill. So keep in touch with us for all the other programs that you would wish to enroll with us. And the third thing I would say is how you can keep in touch with us is when you are going to shine in your real world. Okay, when you're going to take those opportunities and implement those lessons from us, that's going to be our true victory. Okay, so that's how we can all stay in touch. So, and on that note, I want to also acknowledge our parents who have truly believed in our vision and have supported us in helping you grow and flourish. So, thank you, parents, Miss Ziba, Miss Salma, and your father, Mr. Abdul Hadi, who's been a very close friend. So that's the journey doesn't end here. It's just a beginning. And finally, let's not forget to share our heartfelt gratitude to our teacher, to your teacher, Miss Sana. I think she's done more than just teaching. Do you agree?
Yes,
Yeah.
she has.
Yes.
I think she's inspired growth, she's fostered creativity, and she's created that love for learning and made speaking so exciting for you all. You agree with me?
Yes, yes, I
Absolutely.
agree.
Miss Sana, thank you very much on behalf of our entire team. I truly want to acknowledge your support and your commitment to these
Thank you
children. They're
so
surely
much,
going to
ma'am.
remember.
Thank you
Mhm.
so much, ma'am. It feels a lot coming from these beloved students and, of course, from you, because somehow I am very much connected to each and every student of mine, be it be this batch or be it be other batch. I feel like, okay, this cannot be the final goodbye. No, I will be in touch with them. Yes,
Right.
because
So, what is that
somehow,
special moment for you, Miss Sana? What is it that you're going to miss about this class?
like, small things, like each and every session was very special for me. The way I have to drag them to the class. Come on, Taha, please join. Please, let's have one session this week. Aisha was very much regular and punctual every time. But Taha and Tahura was like, okay, Taha, please, this time you have to make it up. And he was like, no, ma'am, he is not going to join. But then too, also, they were all very obedient and very loving. I highly appreciate that they are truly a gem, I
Yeah.
can say. It's only that I've unwrapped the skills that they already possessed. So I'm
True.
really going to miss this batch a lot. So Lots of love to you, dear children. Lots of blessings, and I'm pretty sure you're going to soar higher and higher in your life. And as Ms. Taranum mentioned, whenever you need help, just remember we are just a phone call away or a message away. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Even I'll miss
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Sweet.
Thanks a lot coming from you, Taha.
Same here.
So that means Taha is joining our next class, ma'am. We'll get him on for another batch.
Yes, for sure.
And also, before I hand over the stage to the MC, I also want to acknowledge the presence of our fourth member in the team, on the debate team, which is Arshia Sheikh. Arshia, thank you very much for joining us for today's debate. We were odd numbers, and whenever it's odd number, I get her on board to practice and polish herself, and she's ever ready to show up and come with preparation despite her own exam schedule. So, Arshia, thank you very much, and I wish you all the very best. May you shine, and all the others as well. May you shine too. Thank you very much for having me. I'm looking forward to the debate. Over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, without further ado, let's start the contest. Now, I invite our club coach, Miss Sana Nazif, to take the contest ahead. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Tahura. So let's begin the final show. And here we have two teams. Team A, opening speaker and closing speaker is Aisha. Team B, opening and closing speaker is Tahura. Team A, rebuttal speaker is Taha. And Team B, rebuttal speaker is Arshia. The topic for the debate contest, the motion is theater versus Netflix. And our Team A is supporting theaters. They feel that theaters, they give an unmatched experience. Whereas Team B, who stands strongly in support of Netflix, are not going to agree with Team A at any point. So let's see how they are going to convince the judge and our audience for the day. So starting with Team A opening speaker, I invite Aisha.
Sorry to
Yes,
interrupt. If you could also tell the parents, since they are here, what are the four levels or the four stages of debate that they are going to witness today?
Sure, ma'am. So, dear parents, the debate contest that we have organized is going to divide in four parts. Part A is going to be our opening speech, wherein the opening points will be delivered by both Team A and Team B opening speakers. After that comes second round, that is the rebuttal round, wherein Team A rebuttal speaker is going to rebut the points of Team B opening speaker. And in the same round, Team B rebuttal speaker is going to rebut the points of Team A opening speaker. It will be like a face-off for them. They will be having a good argument, good fight with their arguments and words. And third round is going to be cross-examination round, wherein our judge for the day, Honorable Ms. Taranum Sheikh, she will be asking some questions related to the topic. And these questions are impromptu. They will be targeted to any of the speaker and they have to answer it on the spot. They will be marked as a team for every round. So when we have cross-examination round, if it's for Team A, both the participants can pitch in to answer. Likewise, we have fourth part, that is our closing speech round, wherein the closing points will be delivered by Team A opening and closing speaker Aisha, because she's playing the role of opening and closing speaker both. And closing points will be delivered by Team B opening and closing speaker Tahura, because she's also playing the role of opening and closing speaker. And then our judge will decide who is going to win the contest for the day. I can see excitement in Aisha. Aisha, ready to begin with your opening speech then?
Yes.
All right. All the very best, Aisha. Over to you, please.
Good evening, honorable judges, respected opponents, and of course, my lovely fellow audience. My name is Aisha, and I am the opening speaker for Team A. My team and I strongly feel that watching a movie in a theater is way better than watching a movie on Netflix. Movies. Movies have always been a way to escape from our busy, hectic, everyday life, to get a recreation, to get a relaxation from our busy life. While streaming a movie on Netflix may be a very convenient and very easy option to watching a movie, watching that same movie in a theater is a unique, unmatched, wholesome experience we could never get at home. Studies show that people feel more involved in stories when the sounds and visuals are of high quality. Firstly, the big screen and loud sound make every scene more and more powerful, whether it's an action packed thriller, a dreadful horror scene, or even a quiet emotional moment. A study by Dolby Lab shows that 78% of moviegoers believe it's essential to have sound to connect with the stories that are in the movies. And I definitely agree with that. Secondly, the social side of theaters is special and very, very important too. Whether you're in a huge crowd or even with a bunch of friends or even one friend, watching a movie with all of them brings a shared energy. A comedy feels so hilarious and funny. A thrilling scene feels more enjoyable in a theater. Like I said earlier, Netflix may be a very convenient option, but it won't be able to offer that same connection, focus, and magic that theaters bring to us. Like Steven Spielberg, a renowned American film director, has quoted, there is nothing like going to a big dark theater with people you have never met before and letting the experience wash over you. So, in conclusion, I would like to say that my team and I strongly believe that watching a movie in a theater is an unmatched experience that Netflix can never match. I hereby rest my case and I appeal to the House to support. Thank you.
Thank you, Aisha. So these were the opening points given by our team A, who stands strongly in support of theater. Now it's turn for team B to support their viewpoint that no, Netflix is better than theater. So let's check out what our team B opening speaker Tahura has to say in support of Netflix. Over to you, Tahura.
Good evening, honorable judges, my worthy opponents, and our lovely audience. My name is Tahura, and my team and I strongly feel that watching a movie on Netflix is better than watching it in a theater. I'll prove it to you why I feel so. Netflix gives us the freedom to watch anything, anywhere, at any time. You can pause, rewind, or even watch it in your pajamas. It's affordable, convenient, and offers a huge variety of shows and movies right at your fingerprint. Firstly, it's super convenient. A study by Deloitte found that 55% of people around the world prefer watching movies at home instead of going to the theater. Netflix makes this easy by letting you watch whenever it works for you. You don't have to worry about the fixed show times, whether it's late at night or during a lunch break. You are in control. Secondly, it's affordable. Netflix gives you unlimited access to huge library of movies and shows for one monthly fee, making it much more affordable. Thirdly, Netflix offers a wide variety of content. Unlike theater that only shows current movies, Netflix has something for everyone. It's perfect for all kinds of taste in the household. While theater gives a great movie experience, Netflix is affordable, easy to use, and lets you watch movies on your own terms, making it the top choice for many movie lovers today. Therefore, my team and I strongly believe that watching a movie on Netflix is way better than watching it in a theater. Thereby, I rest my case and I appeal the House to support. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tahura, the opening speaker of Team B. We got to know some really good points about Netflix as well. So now we are heading to our second round. We will take a pause for the judge to do the marking for our first round. Then we will start with round B, round 2, that is rebuttal round. I now invite my rebuttal speakers of Team A and Team B to have a good face-off. Taha is the rebuttal speaker of Team A, and Arshia is the rebuttal speaker of Team B. So before they rebut the points of their opponents, I would like to reiterate the points once again. Team A, who stands strongly in support of theater, believes that watching a movie in theater gives you a wholesome experience, an unmatched experience, a fun-filled experience. It gives you the time to socialize with your friends. Whereas Team B strongly believes that Netflix is quite affordable, convenient, and cheap as well. Also, it gives you the freedom to watch the shows and movies at your convenience. So let's check out how they are going to rebut the points of each other.
Ma'am, there seems to be some technical issue with Taha's audio. There's a huge background sound when he unmutes. Taha, please unmute. Is it fan? Okay.
Yes, I turned it off.
There's still some sound
Your voice is echoing, Taha.
as well. Yeah.
Okay. Now is it okay?
Yeah. Seems okay. The voice. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You can carry on. Yeah.
Good afternoon, honorable judges, worthy opponents, and our lovely audience. My name is Taha, and my team and I strongly believe that watching a movie in theater is better than Netflix. Now, the first point that my worthy opponent stated that Netflix is super convenient. Netflix is convenient, but Netflix also has its downsides. While watching Netflix at home gives distractions, like a phone call, WhatsApp message, or your own family members might disturb you from the fun of the movie. And Netflix doesn't give you the disconnecting which theater provides. Theater disconnects you from all your life problems and completely sets you away in a different mood. Your WhatsApp meetings, your calls, your boss calls, your meetings, and all the stress in your mind reduces. Disconnecting away from your life is a way to refresh.
Okay, Taha, we strongly believe in your point. So, Arshia, how are you going to rebut this point? Your opponent feels that if you are saying that Netflix is so convenient, you can watch it in your pajamas at home also. But what if there are distractions around? How are you going to concentrate and have a fun-filled experience watching a movie then? Over to you, Arshia.
Thank you, ma'am. So, my worthy opinion, I completely disagree with you that theater, that sitting at home and watching Netflix, people disturb you. Well, I think that's an opposite case because in the theater, people usually kids talking, then people talking, and the sound of people's phone ringing that disconnects you from the movie, not Netflix. Because when you get a call on Netflix, when you're watching Netflix, you can pause it, but during your movie in the theater, you cannot pause it.
Oh, that was a strong point. So, Taha, your opponent says that you are talking about distractions, but you still have an option that you can pause, you can rewind. But that is not the option that you're going to have in theaters.
My worthy opponent stated that you can pause a movie. Excuse me? You can pause a movie? It completely ends the fun in the movie, and it completely ends the dramatic scene and the cycle of the movie, and it ends the fun. If you pause a movie in a theater or in Netflix, it completely washes away, and you completely couldn't rewind, and you go in your stress and your life problems again. So I strongly still believe that watching movie in a theater is better than Netflix.
So, Arshia, your opponent says that I strongly I don't believe that if you're rewinding and pausing a movie, you're going to have that amazing experience. How do you confront this point. What do you think about this? Do you think
Okay.
pausing and rewinding is going to affect your experience?
Well, I don't think so because when you pause, like example, there's an inappropriate scene, you have to go forward, right? Because you have younger people with you while watching it. And also, one thing I would like to raise is that when you're watching Netflix, you can share your account with multiple people. Like if I want to, if I have an account, I can share with my family, my friends. It's really convenient. You cannot do that in the theater, right?
I agree that you can share account to your family members, but taking your family members outside that bubble of problems and going to a theater is better. It provides an experience and creates a memory in the family members which cannot be forgotten.
Okay. You said that you can take your family to the theater, but have you thought about the cost? Because if there's 10 people, the money, the food, the car, fuel, and all, if you combine that, that's really expensive. Popcorn, if you want to try food, also, that's really expensive. But at home, you can just get popcorn at home and you don't need to pay much for Netflix. So that's way more convenient and affordable too.
Oh my God, this was a good point raised by opponent team B, Taha. So how are you going to argue with your opponent? Because I somehow feel that it is quite expensive for a middle class family to take 10 people for a movie with heavy ticket cost, having popcorns for the children as well. So yes, quite expensive for middle class.
She stated that it's expensive for a middle class, which I agree, but a movie theater gives an experience, and as per my belief, I put memories over the cost. As a family member of 10, if all the adults scope in money and try to combine and decide a plan and execute it perfectly, there will be nothing that will defeat that memory. While a Netflix, you can invite your relatives anytime, while in theater you have to plan, you have to conduct, you have to make a schedule, and you have to leave some time for that theater. While in Netflix, play anytime and anyone can get up and leave if they find the movie boring. In a theater, it doesn't happen.
Arshia, your opponent says that no matter how much amount you are spending, but you are going to get an amazing experience which you're going to cherish for a lifetime. So, what do you think on this? It's not very often
Yes.
that we go to the theater to watch a movie, it's once in a while. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. So my worthy opponent talked about memories. So you can make memories at home watching Netflix too, right? Because when you're at home with your family around you, and as a Desi Indian girl, my family when we're at home, we laugh a lot while watching movies. And that's way better than sitting in the theater being mum and not talking, right? And one thing the research has also said that the trend of theaters is going to die out and Netflix is going to stay for the next 10, 15 years because people prefer comfort.
Okay. My worthy opponent here stated that people prefer comfort and memories can also be made in the home. You see, memories are things which cannot be replaced. While watching movie in a theater can be watching movie in Netflix can be replaced. You can watch movie in a Netflix anytime you want, any time of the day, any week. While in theater you have to plan it all according and it should go smooth. The second point that she gave that there's too much cost and there's too much comfort in home. Yes, I agree that there is comfort in home, but Dubai theaters have now improved. In 2025 we have big couches for people, and now regularly in theaters we are finding big couches with leg rooms and comfortable AC with a big black inch screen TV for comfort. You have comfort, you have AC, you have popcorn and snack and family. What else do you want?
That's great. So now I can see that this fight is going to go on and on and on. There's no end to it. So I want
Ma'am,
one
I think
final statement.
the opposition team needs to get one chance to counter this question, and then we end it.
All right, ma'am. So Arshia, how are you going to recounter this and then give your final statement as well, please?
Yes. So, like my worthy opponent stated, that when you go out, you have to plan a lot and it's a lot of fun. But when you plan and then you go out, not everyone is free. But when you call them at home, everything's really calm, everything's at peace, right? But when you're going out, everything needs to be fast because the theater has a fixed time of when your movie starts and ends. But on Netflix, you can start anytime and end anytime too. Second thing is that yes, I do agree that Dubai has a lot of new inventions going on in the theaters. But have you thought about the hygiene problems? Theaters are not as clean as your house, right? And I would prefer my house over anything. That's why I appeal to my esteemed judge to support my team. Thank you so much.
I need a final closing statement from your side now.
My worthy opponent stated that planning everything might be a chaos in the house, but that is called experience and memories. When you step away from your worldly life problems and create a chaos in your family for something big, that is something else. And I hereby rest my case and I appeal the house to support that watching movies in theater is better than it.
Thank you so much, rebuttal speakers of Team A and Team B. That was an amazing experience for all of us to learn more about theaters and Netflix. We take a pause for the judge to do the marking, then we will proceed to our third round, that is cross-examination round. So, ma'am, now I would love you to take the floor and ask the questions from our speakers.
Can we have the team A be pinned first? Both the
Sure.
members, Aisha and Taha. And myself too. Thank you very much. Ma'am, kindly pin me. Thank you very much for giving me this pleasure to cross-examine the team. Children, I request you to kindly listen to the question carefully. I'm not allowed to ask a follow-up question, but you can ask me to rephrase the question once. Okay? So please listen to the question carefully, supported with the reasons, examples, or stories. Good luck. My question is for Aisha. Aisha, your team supports the motion that theater experience is unmatched. So which snacks make the theater experience better than watching at home? Have you researched the cost of that food item in theaters?
Yes, ma'am. As you rightly mentioned that when we go to theaters, we will meet some snacks to eat. And what are the snacks that I could eat at the theaters? And the cost is pretty much at the theaters because you need an unmatched experience at the theaters. And if you want to have food also, it will increase the cost a bit, a few reals or a bit like that. But we don't go to the theaters often. We go to the theaters once in a blue moon, once in 2 weeks, once in some months and all. So we don't go often. So even if we pay a bit more for the snacks, it's still fine. Secondly, the ideal snack to eat at the theaters is popcorn. Popcorn, mostly they are dry snack to eat at the theaters. Just pop it in your mouth and watch the movie with excited way, enjoyably. And maybe some sandwiches can also be there along with the popcorn. But popcorn is an ideal snack to eat in the theaters.
Thank you, Aisha. My question is for Taha. If you could make theaters even more fun, what would you do?
if I could make theaters even more fun, I would add the snack distribution in between the movies. As for customers, mainly when they finish their snacks, they have to get up and go and get their snacks. I want the service team to come at my place and give me my snack so that I don't miss a minute of the movie and I still thrive through the experience.
Thank you, Taha. And my last question is anyone who would like to take. Each team will be asked 3 questions. So my last question is, can you describe or tell us the story of a movie that you watched in the theater and that's the memory of that is still very fresh in your mind, and why? Aisha?
Yes. So, like recently, I went to a movie theater to watch the latest movie which released in May 22nd. So the movie is Lilo and Stitch. It is the story of like a young girl who is an orphan basically, and she meets an alien friend who came from outer space. And that alien, it disguised itself as a dog to make sure that it doesn't look like an alien around the human world. So the story is about the girl who tries to meet the alien, the so-called alien dog, and and they go on an adventure together. And she is very happy at that moment because she in the story it says that till that she never had any friends, and most of her classmates used to call her different and weird. So the story is about how she makes friends with that alien and how it becomes her official pet. So yes, that's the story.
Could also relate it to the topic, Aisha, since the question is, how did it enhance your experience in a theater? The movie that you watched.
Yes. So I actually enjoyed the movie at the theater because it had some emotional moments too, which actually touched my heart. It also had some funny comedy scenes, which I really enjoyed, and we had a whole lot of fun at the theaters.
Thank you very much, Time. My questions are done with you. Right, audience, we are now going to cross-examine Team B, which supports Netflix over theater. Let's start with the first question. My first question is for Tahura. Tahura, my question is, do you think Netflix spoils us with its vast variety of movies? And sometimes it feels confusing to choose a movie that everyone will enjoy. What are your views?
Yes, it kind of gives Netflix gives us a lot of varieties of movies and shows. So it might you might feel confused which movie to choose. So you can choose the movie according to your mood or according to your
Can
environment.
you keep the speaker a bit close to your mouth? I cannot hear you clearly. Yeah, please go on.
You can choose the movie according to your mood, the atmosphere, the weather, because sometimes it gets rainy, uh, sometimes it's the rainy weather, and you would like to watch a horror movie because the weather at the movie matches, and it can give you that vibe that you're in a movie, that you're watching a scary movie, and so you it matches the vibe. So I think that's why Netflix has a good advantage that we have a huge variety of shows and movies, and we can watch anything you want.
Thank you, Aisha. Thank you, Tahura. My next question is for Arshia. Arshia, do you think Netflix is making people less social as they are encouraged to stay at home rather than go out?
Thank you for your question. So I don't think so that people are getting disconnected with their friends, with their family because of Netflix, because that's a whole different topic, right? And when you watch your movie with your friends, I think you get connected more. You don't get distance with them. So I think you get connected with them, and you have a lot of fun while watching movie with your friends, right?
Thank you, Arshia. My last question is for the team. And my question is, have you checked how much a Netflix subscription costs over a movie ticket? Could you share the comparative cost of the two? Since you repeated that Netflix is inexpensive and theaters are expensive. So yeah.
As far as I know, and I've researched, the Netflix subscription in India is, I 199 or 199 rupees, and I think the theater ticket.
Please clarify that as well. Is this
What?
monthly cost? Is this a monthly cost?
Yeah, monthly. And yearly, I think it's around 300 yearly, because I think because when you share accounts, it's a bit less. The money is a bit less. Price is less.
Over as compared to the theater ticket price? How would you what
Theater
would
theater tickets in UAE, I can say. I don't know about India, but in UAE, the theater ticket is around 35 or 30 or 35 dirhams per person. It depends on the movie and when it's released. It differs, but then this is the annual cost.
the basic cost of it?
Yeah.
Hmm. Which proves that theaters are expensive over Netflix. So if you
Yeah,
convert,
yeah, 30 dirhams is, I think, more than 500 rupees as far as I.
okay. Thank you, Team B. Thank you very much. We can proceed.
So that was our round 3, which was the cross-examination round. Now finally heading to our last and the 4th round, that is closing speech round. I now invite my Team A closing speaker, Aisha, to give her closing remarks. Aisha, over to you, please.
Yes. Good evening, honorable judges, respected opponents, and of course, my lovely audience once again. My name is Aisha, and I'm also the closing speaker for Team A. And I would like to summarize the argument. My team and I strongly believe that watching a movie in a theater is way better than watching a movie on Netflix. Let me convince you how. The big screen and high sound makes every moment more and more exciting, whether it's a thrilling action scene, a dreadful horror movie, or a touching emotional moment. On top of that, watching movies in a theater is more fun because of the shared energy. Laughing, feeling suspense, being excited with a crowd makes the whole experience even better. While Netflix is very convenient, it doesn't offer the same magic, focus, and connection that theaters do. So the next time a big movie comes out, step out, grab some popcorn, get some friends, and experience the magic of the theaters. It's an experience you would never forget. Trust me. I hereby rest my case and I appeal to the House to support. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aisha, the closing speaker of Team A. We now move on to our closing speaker of Team B, who stands strongly in support of Netflix. Tahura, we would love to hear your closing points, please. Over to you.
Good evening once again, honorable judges, respected opponents, and our wonderful audience. My team and I strongly feel that watching a movie on Netflix is better than watching it in a theater. Netflix offers unmatched convenience, affordability, and a vast collection of content for every taste, with the freedom to watch whenever you like. the ability to pause and rewind, and a variety of movies and shows at your fingerprint. Netflix truly stands out as the better choice for movie lovers today. While theater provides a great movie experience, Netflix gives you control, comfort, and a better value. So, for those looking for a flexible and a budget friendly way to enjoy movies, Netflix is the clear winner. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tahura, the closing speaker of Team B. So finally, we have come to the end of our debate contest on a very burning topic, Netflix or theater. So it was such an amazing experience to hear some good points from both the teams who were in support of theater and the other team who was in support of Netflix. Now it's time for our judge to take a call and declare the winning team.
Yeah, if you could allow me 2 more minutes.
Sure,
Yeah.
ma'am. Meanwhile, we can ask the parents to share their views. Aisha's mom, are you there in the class?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening to you, Sana ma'am. How are you doing today?
I'm great, ma'am. Thank you so much for asking. I hope you're also having a fantastic day.
Oh, yes, yes. And watching the kids debate was a very good experience today because all along I had watched debate on television. So I didn't know the format. Today I got familiarized with the entire format of debate, the debate contest. And it's good to watch it here because we as parents don't get invited to school. So we don't know how children perform in school, what's the format, and things like that. So that was enriching today to watch them perform. And personally, I would personally I feel that action packed thrillers or even horror movies or even comedies for that matter, I prefer going to a movie theater and watching it there. But slow paced documentary and boring movies I watch on Netflix whenever I feel off mode. Okay, I need to watch something. Oh yeah, I just start Netflix and watch a boring movie there. so so that is what I feel. I choose the platform depending on what I want to watch. If I want to watch a sci-fi, I better catch it in a movie hall than on Netflix. The effect is different. So
That's great. Good to know your viewpoint as well, ma'am. Appreciate it.
okay.
Taura, we have your mom also in the class.
That's Arshas.
Oh no, ma'am.
May I know who has joined the class by the name Fatima?
Fatima? Miss Fatima, has Aisha's mom invited by any chance?
Oh yes, ma'am. She's my sister. Aisha's
Yeah,
other
hi.
aunt from
Hi,
Bangalore.
am I
She has
audible?
two aunts, two
Yes.
Masis. Yeah.
Yes, Miss Fatima. We would love to hear you as well. How did
Yes,
you
yes, it
like
was.
it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't agree with Aisha, not because I'm her aunt, but I agree with whatever point she made. Actually, it's very true. I think that time will come back where all of us will leave this, OTT and will go back to the theaters and enjoy the movies with the rest of the crowd. It's a great time to interact. To watch a movie with so many others and then feel those moments, whether you're laughing or whether you're crying when it's emotional, or you're clapping your hands when something exciting is coming up. So yeah, the whole experience of watching a movie in theater will never go outdated. It will always stay. And I think this all this OTT became very popular only during COVID because people had no other option. And now with things back to life, I think people will get bored of it and people will start going to theaters, like how that's how we have grown up. It's like a festival to go out and watch a movie in theater while we were kids. So yeah, it's always theaters, I feel. My personal views.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your
Thank you.
viewpoint.
Thank you very much.
So
All
now
right.
we invite
We,
our judge to declare the winning team. Over to you,
ma'am, you
ma'am.
can take out the spotlight so I can see everybody. Yeah.
Sure, ma'am.
Wow, what a commendable job done by all the debaters here. I truly witnessed a rebuttal round which was so edgy, which was so power packed, and it just got us all hooked. Honestly, I've attended so many debates, and this today's debate was is going to have a very, very special memory. I'm going to mention this to our other teachers, how this was conducted and how the kids spoke. I mean, the rebuttal, the speakers, excellent. The cross examination round, you all nailed it. And I know the questions were pretty divergent, but you still nailed it. That shows that you can manage your nerves now. You don't, you, even though you're put on spot, you don't get threatened by it, but you take that as an opportunity, and then you get your mind thinking and you put on the best face and put on the best argument. That's what you've learned through this journey. So I'm very proud, I'm very happy, and I'm doing the toughest job, which is to judge. Okay, so this was really hard. Yes, but I have to tell who the winning team is. The hardest part when I judge debate is I have to not be subjective. That means even if I like watching movies on Netflix, I still can't only, listen and, pay attention to what the Netflix team has to say. But in fact, I have to support and listen to the other team equally without being biased. And that's the hardest thing. Don't you think so? When you like something, you still have to dislike it, So that's the debate that I was having in my head. Despite all that, Taha and Tahura, I want you all your focused attention. You can please stop talking, discussing. That's disrespectful when someone's talking. You are there for them. Okay? Or if you're not there, you can switch off your video. Thank you very much. Now, let's come to the contest result. Contest result. Both the team, I know everyone with a bated breath waiting what's happening. Yes. Now, without further delay, I know everyone's waiting. Which team has put up a very persuasive argument? And that team is Netflix over theaters. Congratulations, Tahura and Arshia. Very well put up show, very well handled arguments in both the rounds, which were spot on. Great opening speech, great closing speech. Uh, I think the whole unmatched experience that you brought about Netflix was true. In fact, despite I love theater so much, I'm waiting for the next movie on 21st. So, but I still feel Netflix people convinced me to change my perspective. And that's what debaters have to do, change our perspective. So thank you very much to both our lovely speakers. Well done, Aisha. Great opening. Bang on with energy. Wow. Wonderful job. Excellent job. You can further polish yourself when you are being given a question to answer. Okay, do not get self-conscious, do not create self-thoughts about you. Get on how best you can answer that question. Okay, and that just needs you to practice it better. Same with Tahura and Arshia as well, right? And that just gets better with practice. Taha, excellent. Taha, where are you? Great show. I know rebuttal was hard. Arshia had all counters for you. Despite that, you did not defy, and you stuck to your proposition. And despite that, you fought really hard. So I think, Arshia, was it hard to counter Taha in your own words?
It was great.
Taha,
Yeah.
same for you also, for
No,
Arshia?
ma'am.
Oh, wow. I love that confidence. Is it?
I just had like all the things that she was saying, I had it ready, all the
Okay.
counters.
Okay, great. Thank you for your honest feedback, and thank you all the kids. Thank you, Miss Sana. Thank you, Miss Aisha, Miss Ziba, for all that you said. And I do agree how fun it is to watch debates on TV or whether it's in the class. We wish you all the very best to all your future endeavors. We are going to miss you all. Stay in touch, keep smiling, and wherever you're going to feel shaky at that moment when you have that mic in your hand and you feel no, step out of the stage, please go ahead and say yes to that opportunity. Speak up. And that's when that truly means you have learned something in our club. Okay, so you're always going to be very special to active kids. We will miss you. All the very best. Thank you for this
Thank you, ma'am.
opportunity. Miss Sana, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. We'll miss you too. Right.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Thank you, dear
anything,
students.
Miss Sana, anything from your side?
That's it, ma'am. Taha has to deliver the word of thanks.
Okay. Taha, can you do it rapidly?
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
What a
Taha,
fabulous contest.
Taha, do it impromptu. I love to hear you say without any preparation.
Just a
Not
heartfelt
for
thanks
the
to all,
scripted one.
Taha.
Yes, Taha, you are on the spot and this is your final test. Come on.
Okay. What a fabulous contest we witnessed today. Good afternoon, everyone, and my honorable judges. Mrs. Taranum Sheikh. Your judgment is hard, I agree, but both the teams fought. Both the teams were in a battle and of words. They both gave their best, and the winner is Team B. Congratulations to Arshia and Tahura. Debate is a hard thing to do. You have to come up with points instantly, and on stage you shiver, and on an online stage you don't shiver. I really liked this contest because this was the contest which I thought I could win, but it depends on the judges' view after all. So, have a great day, everyone, and I wish you all the best. And this is the last meeting we're seeing each other. So, good wishes to all, and I hope you all keep growing. And thank you.
Taha, you are fabulous. Oh my God. All praises for you. Well done. A last selfie with you all, please. Everyone, a big smile. Yes, come on. Come on, Taha, come a bit closer to the screen so we can capture your face properly. All the very best. Thank you very much. Thank you, Miss Sana. You have the next class. So yeah, we get
Yes,
going.
thank you so
Bye,
much, ma'am.
everyone. Bye,
Thank you.
everyone. See you.
Thank
Bye, ma'am.
you.
Bye, ma'am.
Much.